Hey folks, Unit 2, optimization problems. We have a farmer, maybe it's my grandparents, who have 780 feet of fencing, and they want to enclose a rectangular area, and they want it to look like what you see to the right. So there are going to be 6 equal pens. They're all going to be rectangles, and that bottom should be X there. So let's figure out what the total dimensions that we have are. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8x. And we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9w. So 8x plus 9w needs to equal 780 because we have 780 feet total. So now let's go ahead and solve for one of our variables, just because I'm going to solve for w, so I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides and divide by 9. So 780 minus 8x divided by 9 equals w. Now I also need to write the equation of the area. So I'm going to say area equals 2x for that distance times 3w for that distance. But instead of writing w, I'm going to substitute in 780 minus 8x over 9, and that is my equation. Now I need to graph this, so you need to think about what is going to be a realistic domain for this problem. So to figure out our domain, we're going to take 780 minus 8x and set it equal to 0, because if we find that 0, we will know our x min is going to start at 0, and we'll know what x max we want. So add 8x to both sides and then divide by 8, and you will get x equals 97.5. So that tells me I'm going to put my window up to 100, and then at this point, if I enter 0 to 100 for x and then hit zoom fit, the calculator will do the rest for me. It'll find me a window of about 50 up here, and then it will graph in that parabola almost perfectly, like that. And you can calculate that maximum value there. It is x equals 48.750, and it'll give you a corresponding y value of, let's see, what is that? 12,675. But remember, the y-axis is representing the area, and the x-axis is representing that x there. So I know that x is going to be 48.75, and that is going to make w, I'm just going to plug into that x value, I'm going to plug into that expression that I already have for w to find that w equals 43.333, and notice it is not 43 1/3, it is 43.333. Those decimals change later on after a few more threes, so be careful with that. So we get x and we get w, and then it wants to know the total area, so we multiply those two together, and then we've got 6 of those pens, so we are going to get a total area of 12,675, which we actually already knew, because that's what that y value right there was telling us.